The ring of fire. We have this knowing inside of us that if ever something were going to go down on this planet, if ever there was going to be a fiery cataclysmic end, then that would be a great way to initiate that ending. But this is the initiation of a new beginning. Every light worker is being called, though. There's a lot to do. This is all hands on deck. Let me tell you what's going on. The ring of fire is being activated, and part of this activation is the release of one of the celestial beings that has been guarding Earth. This is a megadragon, and I spoke about this megadragon and the rise of this megadragon in the previous video, which I'll link for you, so I won't go back into his arising. I'll rather just say there is this massive ruby red dragon of light. So when you look at this dragon, what you're looking at is a massive being, the size of multiple mountain ranges. This is no ordinary dragon, this is a mega dragon, and he's one of the celestial protectors of our realm. There are 7 of them that I can sense. He's the first one to arise. That means there's 6 more in slumber. There could be more than 7. So I'm saying to you, there's 7 that I can sense. There could be more, but there's at least 6 right now that are stirring, but their time is not now. And it's as simple as that. Because of that, the red dragon has called for celestial reinforcements because he has surveyed the land. He's gone over it. He has flown over the globe and gone, oh, dear God, what has happened in my slumber? We gave permission for this earth, this beautiful earth, which these mega dragons, like all celestial beings, they love the planetary body that they guard and protect. Now, this planetary body, planet Earth, gave permission for the false matrix to be hosted here, which is when and why the Megadragons went into slumber, to allow that process to happen. And as he arose, he just couldn't fathom the depth, the extent, the depravity of the false matrix. It's just like it went to such an extreme that it's almost incomprehensible. So he's called in for reinforcements, and in so doing, the celestial ones are answering, and they're coming in through the ring of fire. And if they come in through the ring of fire, that is that volcanic grid where multiple plates of planet Earth, tectonic plates, meet at the ring of fire. And this is known to be a hotspot for volcanoes and earthquakes. And if that ring of fire is activated as it's being right now, then chances are that that could create more volcanic activity than we're used to seeing and more earthquakes than we're used to seeing. This won't all happen in a day. This won't all happen in a week. This is going to be a prolonged event of activation. So I expect to see perhaps earthquake swarms inside the ring of fire and volcanic earthquake, that kind of activity going on. However, every single light worker is being called to the front line right now. Because why the ring of fire? Why would that be where these celestial beings come in? Because that's a massive energetic structure, like a portal on the planet. And it's a network of fiery energy. It is much like your body. Your body is a host of meridians and ley lines and node points. We call them chakra points, acupuncture points, acupressure points. The earth is much the same. This that we call the ring of fire is really a portal point on the planet through which that celestial energy can come streaming in right now. And it comes streaming in through the ring of fire because that is where the earth gets the level of support as these celestial beings meet the earth rises up to meet them. That's the magma releasing. And every single one of us will feel the ripple. Every single human being alive will feel the ripple first. Now, this is important. First at the etheric, emotional, energetic level, then at the physical level. And I know the question is going to be, am I safe? We'll talk about it. I'm going to give you a 6-point plan for the light workers that are being called to duty right now to follow, a 6-point plan to navigate how we're going to walk through this incredible surge of celestial energy on the planet. It's like this. Imagine, I've said this multiple times. In my online community, the Plasma Light Tribe, I often get people saying, oh, come on, Kerry, when's Ascension going to happen? I'm so sick of waiting. I want it to happen now. And I always explain, that's lovely. But if it did, it would absolutely fry the circuitry of your body. We're simply not energetically ready. We're becoming ready. We're being readied. We're being primed for that event called Ascension. But if it comes in too soon, the light that comes in is too big and it will blow our circuitry and we won't be able to maintain life in the physical body. We'll have to drop the body, which is not what we came here to do. It's not what Ascension is about. So there is a necessity for the preparation process that we're in. Now, on planet Earth, this massive influx of celestial light, it's not going to blow the circuitry of the planet. The planet can host this. The planet can hold this much light. It couldn't just, by the way, in the throes of the false matrix. If we were deep in the throes of the false matrix, this would have been a cataclysmic fiery end. This would have been the eruption that everybody calls that end of the world scenario. The Earth is going to be able to stabilize her own grids with the celestial light coming in, but we'll probably see some rumbles. We'll probably see earthquakes and volcanic activity. But because it happens inside your body first at the energetic etheric level, this is where you come in. This is where your power lies. So this is where you get to breathe through the incoming energy that we're all going to be privy to. So let me start with this, a 6-point plan for navigation of the Ring of Fire activation. Understanding. Understanding, believe it or not, is the first point. You have to have understanding, like as in compassion for yourself. Be gentle in that understanding because a lot will rise right now. So do not judge yourself when the past arises and you think, by God, but I've dealt with this and why is this coming up and why do I feel intolerant and why am I so triggered? Well, think of a damn volcano. It's just spewing lava and you are breathing that ring of fire energy through you. So understanding and compassion for the state of being that you find yourself in is the first point. The second is breathe it through. Second is breathwork. Breathe in such a way, though, that you're breathing all of the uncertainty. You're breathing all of the density. You're breathing all of the triggeredness down to your feet. We do have a tendency to want to breathe up to our head. We do. When we do spiritual work, I always see this when people try to do meditation, when I do energy work in particular with people very much try to do energy work by leaving the body, going up and out. The breathwork needs to bring you down into a groundedness, grounded like never before. Imagine that you are a grounding rod and that you have a grounding rod running right through you. The members of the Plasma Light Tribe, you know what this is about, rods of light. We recently did that as a theme, and this is where every single one of us, whether you've done that work with me or not, imagine that you have a celestial rod of light that grounds through your body into the earth. And that actually is the case. Every single one of us has this rod of light that we are the custodian of and that we're working with. And some of us have multiple of these rods. Nonetheless, breathe down as if you're breathing down your feet, down through the rod of grounding light, down into the planet. What that does is it really helps for the grounding of the celestial energies that are coming in. Because if they're coming through the ring of fire, they come into you too. If they stir up the planet, they stir up you too. So your breath helps you to take all of the energy, all of the influx that you're going to be feeling. It's going to be a massive influx. And breathe it down to your feet. That's point number 2. Number 3 is body movement. I call it the wiggle wiggle. And whenever we do meditation, wherever you're stiff inside your body, this isn't about a yoga practice and it's not about specific movements. It's actually about intuitive movement. This is where you use intuitive movement, the wiggle wiggle. And if you land up looking silly, feeling silly, that's fantastic because your intuition is going to break all the rules that you think you're meant to follow. And your intuition knows exactly. So first the breath work, because that's going to get you in the body. Then the body movement. That's going to get you into a state of physical release. And when that happens, refer back to point number 1, which is be soft, be gentle, be compassionate, be understanding with yourself, because stuff will rise, stuff will surface. Stuff that you don't need to name. We have a tendency to want to control by analyzing. Don't control, don't analyze, allow. That's a fundamental key to what's taking place right now. Your ability to allow the movement of energy, physical level and emotional level. Where are we? Point number 4. Did I lose track? God, I think we're at 4. You're going to want to shield, like a lot of people, because I can see so many people go, how do I shield against this thing? And you don't. You bring light through your body. You bring light through your body, and that becomes your shield. You do not create a barrier. You do not create a boundary, because that's you trying to control the energy, and that's old spiritual paradigm stuff that doesn't work. There's a time, yes, where you need to put in boundaries, and what I mean by boundaries is energetic boundaries. And the time is when you can't access your light. When you begin the process of being able to access your light, then you must let your light shine. There's multiple guided meditations in my online shop. There is an online community of support that I've got to help you. So if you feel like, oh my God, I don't know how to access my light. I know. Many of us didn't. Many of us were not given the tools. That's why I've created so many resources for you to have the tools. And while I'm on that note, because all of this is coming in through the dragon, through the Megadragon that's arisen right now, one of the best ways for you to activate the light within you is with your personal dragon. Each one of us has a dragon counterpart. And I created a course a little while back called Dragon Riders 1, Dragon Riders 2. And because the dragon energy is so powerful and pertinent for us right now, now more than ever before, I've got a 40% discount on. It will not last forever. So check and see if the coupon code, which I'll leave in the description box below, is still valid. If it is, you've got 40% off of Dragon Riders 1 and 2. Multiple resources for you to access your light. Your light is what protects you, because a lot of you are going to say, oh my God, Carrie, I'm living in the wrong area. I'm right on that Pacific Rim. I'm right on the rim of fire, the ring of fire. You might say that and you might panic and you might want to move. Your light protects you. And I say this because you do not know, you cannot calculate the day that Ascension will happen, that an earthquake will happen, that a volcano would happen. You could be living in point A, and just on the day that something happens, your light might just lead you to go to point B, C, D, or E. This is what happens when we live in light and we live in flow. Our light protects us, but you must let your light protect you and let your light be activated right now. Point number 5, oh dear God, soften. Surrender is point number 5. Surrendering is not giving up. It's not losing hope. It's not defeat. It's not controlling, and it's not fighting, and it's not resisting. It's allowing. So surrender and the softening into surrender, it's an energetic superpower. This is the time for you to activate it. And you can also use your breath. Soft breath. Put your intention into a soft breath. You can do it with me right now. We'll just do 3. Soft breath into your body, and you'll feel just like your body softens, drops, deepens, relaxes, soothes, ease. 3rd breath. Breathe the ease, breathe the softness right down to your toes. That's the beginning of learning how to surrender. It's not a thought. It's not words. It's an experience. Surrender only makes sense when you do it. That's why no one understands. Well, not no one, but few people understand what surrender is, because we're trying to intellectualize something that can only be experienced. Point number, God, I keep losing track. My brain. How's yours, by the way? How is your memory? Because mine is shot right now. Community, number 6. Community, that's what I spoke about earlier. The Plasma Light Tribe, my online community, is a place of energetic support. Those containers become more powerful now than ever before. And it's not about you being surrounded by a group of people and now we all need to make friends and sing kumbaya. The way that I run my community is, it's me. You'll see my face on screen. You don't see the other people, but you feel. And that's what's important. You feel the others around you. And in feeling the network of support at the telepathic, intuitive level around you, that is when it actually potentized. And when you start to feel that bolstering, you realize, whoa, thank God I'm not in this alone. Thank God I've got this powerhouse around me right now. So point number 6 is community. Of the 6 points, let yourself accept that this is not about fear. This is not about danger. This is about, whoa, this is what I was born for, baby. This is me being called to the front lines of duty and purpose. I cannot control this. Let yourself just take a moment to adjust to that one. I'm not in control, but I'm in power. Yeah, baby, you are. That ruby red celestial light being, our Megadragon, has risen and is calling a rising inside of you. So listen, if you feel like your volcano needs to blow, or you feel like your earth, like your foundations are shaking and you're being torn apart, if it feels scary to you at that level, please remind yourself that the only thing that ends is the illusion. So when something falls apart, it's the illusion, not you. There's a massive difference. What gets revealed here is the true self. This is possibly one of the most powerful times that we've ever walked through before. Let the ring of fire that's being activated right now at the planetary level overlay onto your body, because you have a ring of fire. In other words, an energetic portal that's being activated within you right now that gives you direct access to the celestial support as well. Breathe all of that into your body. If you feel called to go into deeper levels of energetic work, I will leave all of it in the description box below. From my heart. All the way into yours. This is the time to rise into love. And yes, you may be shaken, rattled, and stirred right now. And your knees might feel weak. And all of that is simply the old leaving, the old dissolving, so that you can arise. Feel it. It's a feeling. You're coming home to the truth of who you've always been. Feel it in your heart. Keep it there. Keep your heart open. This is not a time for closing. Remember, not a time for shielding. Opening. I left a video, and I'm going to link it for you up here, where I went a little bit more into healing, the process of healing. So 2 videos that I'm suggesting for you to watch. If you haven't watched The Rise of the Red Dragon, then I'll link it for you up there. And if you haven't watched this one on healing, go ahead and watch that now. Speak to you soon.